Welcome to Rated Radio, the show where artists and albums are pitted against each other while their songs get rated on a scale of 0 to 10. I'm your host, Shane Wyndham, and this is the Thrice Deep Dive. Hope you're ready for a fight. We're going to be covering 3 albums here. I always handpick 2, and the third gets randomly rolled. We will start with the random album, which was their debut, Identity Crisis, from the year 2000. This was my bottom album. Of the 11 tracks, I thought 4 were great, and none of those got a flawless rating. My bottom track was Ultra Blue, and my top track was Phoenix Ignition. The music makes me feel like I'm seeing condensed tears fuel the Phoenix's black and blue fire. Next up is Vheissu from 2005. This was my middle album. Of the 11 tracks, I thought 10 were great, but none of those got a flawless rating. My bottom track was most definitely Hold Fast Hope, and my top track was Music Box. The music makes me feel like I'm meditating in a war zone. And lastly, we have To Be Everywhere Is to Be Nowhere from 2016. This was my top album. Of the 11 tracks, again, I thought 10 were great, but 2 of these actually got a flawless rating. My bottom track was Seneca, and my top track was Stay With Me. The music makes me feel like it's time to rage against the dying of the light. I don't exactly expect my opinions to be adopted by the majority of this group's fan base because, well, I'm not typically religious, and many of Thrice's lyrics are overtly Christian. So I find myself off-put by certain sections, especially early on in their discography, in spite of how pleasurable I find the speed and complexity of their initial albums. The good news for folks like myself, though, is that the band evolves lyrically over time, making it easy for most anyone to be ushered in. And even those heavily religious tracks are still carefully considered prose, a strength which almost never fails them. In-your-face religiosity is my main complaint with the debut, though chorus work isn't as strong here as with the other 2 LPs either. Identity Crisis is also blistering in terms of delivery, whereas the others strike a much better balance of bombast and emotionally adept spacing in the ever-touching wall of sound. What's neat for me lyrically about Vheissu is how easy it is to imagine it as a contemplation of existence in the universe as part of said universe. Then there's the To Be Nowhere disc, where the themes of politics and lovers also play a significant role. Drawbacks I couldn't help noting for the group writ large pertain to sparse guitar solos and empty bridges. These aren't universal complaints, and we are talking about an outfit that delivers thoughtful sweeps of brilliance in most places, but enough back-to-back listening made clear that some tracks seem unsure of themselves, or as though they're running out of steam towards the end. Regardless, it's easy to see why Thrice is so well respected and remains such a powerhouse to be reckoned with. If I haven't tired of hearing them after 25 years of listening, you can count on loving at least a little of what they do too. Please like or comment if you're still listening, and remember, you can send all kinds of feedback to rated_radio@yahoo.com. I'd love to share your thoughts on the show, whether it's your voice or your words. You can even see the majority of songs I rate by clicking join for free at patreon.com/ratedradio. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Until next time, fill your world with music.